In a bright red county, in a state allergic to government regulations, it is against the law to plant new grass around your business. Only about 8% of a home's landscaping can include lawn. And if you want to start an endeavor that guzzles a lot of water, you are free to look somewhere else.
If somebody wanted to come and build a golf course today, I don't know where they would get the water from. And I'm telling you, I know where every drop of water is.
Zach Renstrom is in charge of the water of Washington County, Utah, which holds the fastest growing metro area in the nation in a region that's suffering the worst mega drought in 1,200 years.
We like our independence, we like our freedoms, we do not like government regulation.
But that combo of a lot more people and a lot less water has forced some of the toughest water laws in the nation.
We're developing plans that basically say during a drought situation that there can be absolutely no outside watering for any type of anything, even for like trees. We also talked about cutting off our construction water. And I know that's like, oh, well, what's the big deal with construction water? But if we stopped construction water, that act alone would lay off about 20% of our county.
So like a lot of folks around here, he's counting on Utah to build an estimated $2.2 billion pipeline to pump water from Lake Powell across 140 miles of desert and into this Washington County reservoir. A hugely controversial idea passed by state lawmakers 17 years ago. But when the Trump administration tried to fast-track the environmental review, the 6 other states that depend on the Colorado River system took a rare step of banding together to stop it.
The system is crashing. To be honest, it's kind of incomprehensible to think of a diversion of that size that would serve 200,000 people in one county in southern Utah at this moment in time. There's just not the water.
For environmental advocates like Matt Rice of American Rivers, developing with a pipeline mentality makes less sense now than ever.
We're in a place where everybody across the board, lower basin, upper basin, agriculture, municipalities, we have to be laser focused on doing more with less water because that's our future. That is our reality.
One of the most beautiful places on the face of the earth is how I describe it. It's like living in a national park.
Chris Hart is the mayor of Ivins, a town of 10 grand that's growing just as fast as the rest of Washington County.
As you look at our new city hall, the landscaping around this building requires no water.
It's beautiful too.
We don't irrigate.
And it fits the landscape,
yeah,
right?
it's exactly what a desert landscape ought to look like.
You got some attention in just a community meeting calling it the Lake Powell Pipe Dream.
Shame on me.
No, but I guess it felt like a candid moment there.
I actually use that word tongue-in-cheek because the serious side of it is that it is an essential part of our plan. I think from our perspective from the state of Utah is we're entitled to our share when the acknowledgement of what's happening with climate change and the reduction of flow, whatever that translates into, we'll live within that. We're looking at a situation here that resembles, on a much smaller scale, what happened in California and Arizona and Las Vegas. They've had their enormous growth spurts through the years, and the water has been made available for them to do that. And now here we are, Utah, little old Utah.
But in the meantime, thanks to the new infrastructure bill and Inflation Reduction Act, there are billions of federal dollars for towns like Ivins to take water reclamation to the next level. And like Las Vegas, capture, treat, and recycle every drop possible.
So the few drops of rain that we get, if we can use them 4 or 5 times, that's a whole different thing than the drop of rain comes, you use it, and off it goes down the river.
But he knows better than most. Living through climate change in the West means living with a culture change around water.